Alright, chapter 7, section 1, what we're going to do is we'll start talking now about the cell. We'll move from the cell and keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger as the chapters go on to where eventually talking about like populations and things of that nature. So what chapter 7 is all about is just simply the cell. And of course you should know this by now, but the definition for a cell is of course the basic unit of life.
God, I thought I had that in mind.
It's not that bad. It is pretty bad. But it's okay, we're not this ones.
It's alright, believe it or not, it's better than mine.
Alright, now with the cell being the basic unit of life, one of the things you'll need to know for your SOL test, well, just be quiet. What you need to know for your SOL test, first of all, is something called the cell theory. Alright, there are 3 parts to the cell theory. The first one is that the cell is the basic unit of structure. So I'm just going to put structure down, but it's the basic unit of structure. The second one is it's the basic unit of function. And the third and final one is that all cells come from other cells. Okay, so all cells come from other cells. What?
You get like live.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you because you're be quiet.
This is random and off topic. I was wondering if you could get like live weird.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably Alright, now, to have the cell theory, there were some scientists that kind of worked, not so much together, but worked on the same topic to figure things out. The first guy was named Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Okay, I'm going to spell his last name for you. That's all you really need to know is his last name.
He sounds like a German war criminal.
Not really. Yeah, really.
Okay, so Anton van Leeuwenhoek is the first one. Leeuwenhoek.
Could you pronounce that?
Leeuwenhoek.
And could you use that in a sentence?
Anton van Leeuwenhoek developed the first light microscope. Okay, that's what he did. He was the first light microscope guy. He was the first one to start dealing with microscopes, and he developed the first light microscope.
He invented it?
Yep. What Leeuwenhoek would do is he would look at, he had a pond behind his house, so he would go out and get some pond water.
What year is that?
Also, in the 1500s, people weren't real good about brushing their teeth, so he would use people's spit.
Oh.
To what?
Were they just like spit on his...
He would look at his microscope, use the pond water and this spit, and look on his microscope, and what he found was something that he called animalcules.
Animalcules.
Okay, we now later call these things microorganisms. But he saw little stuff moving around in the pond, little stuff moving around in people's spit, bacteria and stuff in their mouth, and he called them animalcules.
They're actually what?
Little microorganisms is what we call them
In
now.
my mouth right now.
Found in the spit and pond?
Yep, found them in both places.
Anywhere where there's life.
Yes. The next guy was a guy by the name of Robert Hooke.
What's up with all these hooks?
Okay. Robert Hooke, and what he did He was looking at like a cork. It's like a cork of a wine bottle, and he noticed all the little different divisions in the cork, and he coined the term the sail. Yep, he was the guy that first called them sails. Looked at a hook, he looked at a cork, excuse me, and looked around, saw all the little different divisions inside that, and he said those look like sails. And that's what he's famous for. 1665 is when he did it.
So
He created the term the sail, yes.
What is cork?
By plant.
Plant.
Did he get rich on that?
All right, the next guy
Plant flesh.
is a guy by the name of Matthias Schladen. All you have to know is his last name.
He sounds like a Greek.
Okay?
Sladen.
And what Schladen said was that all plants have cells. Okay? All plants have cells. And, sorry. And not to be outdone, was a guy by the name of Swan, Theodore Swan. And if Sladen said all plants have cells, Swan probably said what? All animals have cells.
That two ends.
Yes.
What's this dude's name?
Swan.
Swan?
Yeah.
That's good.
And the final guy is a guy by the name of Virchow.
It seems like nobody in America is solid for any of these world.
Since this was like the 15, 1600s.
There was no American.
Oh yeah? There's Native Americans.
And what he said was that all cells come from pre-existing cells. So all cells,
Where these people were at come from?
yes, come from pre-existing cells. Alright, so those 5 scientists and the stuff that they developed, the ideas they came up with, that formed the cell theory. So from their 5 ideas, we got the cell theory. Okay? Which leads us to the last thing, and that is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So now that we have the cell theory, we can go in and start classifying the different cells. The first is prokaryotes. And if you hear pro, what should you automatically think?
No.
Very good. Pro means no. Okay? And what that stands for? No nucleus. And no membrane-bound organelles. Okay? No membrane-bound. Yes. No membrane-bound organelles. Alright, your prokaryotes are unicellular. Which means what, Rhino? What's unicellular mean? One cell. So just made up of one cell. These are your bacteria, that type of stuff you cannot see with your naked eye. The other type is eukaryote. Ooh. And U means what?
Yes.
U means yes. Very good. So they have a nucleus. They also have membrane-bound organelles. Some of these can be unicellular, but the majority of them are multicellular.
So they're complex.
Okay? And this is pretty much everything you can see with your naked eye.
Like an egg.
Yes. Now, the prokaryotes are said to be the first cells, and the eukaryotes are said to have come after the prokaryotes. Prokaryotes, very simple. Eukaryotes are more complex. Okay? That's it. Section 1 is finished.